Heyo, what's going on, guys? So as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be going through my February favorites. I wasn't actually going to do a favorites this month, but I actually had so many favorites that I was like, I have to. I mean, it's basically calling to me that I have to do a favorites video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So my first favorite of this month was actually a Christmas gift, but I didn't start loving it really until this month, and that is the Pro Fusion lip kit, I'm pretty sure. So it comes with these three little lip things. So the first one is a lip liner, and all of these are in the shade Nude Intrigue, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. I don't have the packaging anymore because it was like, you know, Christmas. But the first one that it comes with is a lip liner, and then you're supposed to follow it up with their matte lip cream, and then you follow that up with their metal matte lip cream. And I actually got this as a Christmas gift for my cousin, and I was very like kind of skeptical about it because it's from Target, and like I love Target, you know, I love drugstore makeup just because it's affordable and it does the job. But this was like a new brand, and I had an eyeshadow palette from them, and I really didn't like it, so I was really kind of like iffy on it, but I ended up loving it so much, and I wear it almost every day. I'm not wearing it today, I'm wearing the lip liner today, but not the other lipstick. But I've just been absolutely loving it this month. I've worn it almost every single day. The metal matte I don't wear as much just because that's a bit more of a statement for an everyday look. But the lip liner and the matte lip cream I've been wearing almost every single day, and I absolutely love it. However, if I'm not wearing that combination, I'm also wearing this combination. I still use the lip liner from Pro Fusion. I will use that, but then I'll also follow it up with this, and it is the Bear's Mineral matte liquid lipstick in the shade Infamous. I got this from someone at my church. She never really wore it, and it's like a sample size. She goes, it's just not really my color, like if you want to wear it. I was like, oh yeah, sure. It's a little too pink for me by itself, but on top of this, it lasts so long. It's like the perfect like lip combination. I absolutely love it. And I know it's like a drugstore brand with like a high-end makeup item. However, I absolutely love the combination so much. And if you find just like a light pink, like liquid lipstick, you can find that pretty much from any brand, and put it on top of this. I mean, I just think it's so beautiful because this is just a little too pink by itself, but on top of this, it creates like this perfect like mauve-y, like darker pink color, which I've just been loving. The next item I have is the Matte Poreless Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the shade Natural Ivory. It is their normal to oily one. They have like a for dry skin as well. I don't like the dry skin as much. Even though I have dry skin, I don't like it as much as this one. I've kind of re-fell in love with this. I've used this foundation for so long, but I haven't used it in a while. I've been using the No. 7 foundation, which I've talked about before, which I love. But I was in need of a new one because I was running out of that one, and I kind of wanted to go back to the Fit Me foundation because I remember loving it so much. And I mean, I still love it. It's not as full coverage as I remember. I don't know if they either changed the formula or if I just thought it was full coverage and it's actually not. Also, I did get a shade slightly too dark for me, so that's kind of a drawback. But I mean, I love it. It's affordable, it does the job. I feel like it stays on pretty well throughout the day. My makeup sits on top of it pretty nicely. I just need to get a lighter shade, but I have re-fallen in love with this, and I've been using it every single day this month. Another product I re-fallen in love with is, whoops, that's backwards, is the Wet n Wild Face Primer. I love this primer so much. It's like $2 or something. It's super cheap. It moisturizes my face. I'm not a huge primer person. I do use face primer pretty much all the time, but I'm just not a huge fan of it because I feel like it doesn't do that much for my skin unless you like want to hide your pores. I just feel like it doesn't really do much for my makeup, so I don't really want to spend that much money on a primer. So I've kind of re-fallen in love with this. I re-fell in love with this after I ditched that Model's Own primer, which is awful. I put it, I believe, in my monthly favorites last month. I don't remember. I put it in some video, and I said that I liked it, and now I absolutely hate it. So yeah, definitely would not, 10 out of 10 would not recommend. But I have re-fallen in love with this. It's super cheap. I just need something that moisturizes my face. Like, I put on face lotion, but I also want something that acts as a primer, and I love this product so much. So I would definitely recommend, if you're not a huge primer person but you want something that's like moisturizing that you can put on before your makeup, 10 out of 10 would recommend. My other favorite this month is the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I wasn't really sure what to use this for at first because I've been seeing this in Ulta. You know, in Ulta when you're about to check out and they have those like columns of all like the little samples, And they're always so tempting because they're like fairly cheap. Some of them are a bit pricey, but like some of them are like fairly cheap because they're like sample sizes, you know. I've always wanted to try this facial spray because it had rose water and aloe, and that's so good for acne. But I wasn't really sure what I was going to use it for because it's not really a toner. I tried using it as a toner and it just didn't really, I mean, I have other toners that are legit toners. So I wasn't really sure, but you're supposed to mist onto hair, face, and skin throughout the day as needed. I don't really do that, but I do use this to set my makeup, and I actually think it works really, really well. I have setting sprays that I've liked in the past, but I don't spend a lot of money on like setting sprays. I just don't really find the need to. And I know they help a lot. I know those help a lot more than primers most of the time, but I just don't really. But this one I actually really like because I know it has aloe and rose water in it, and it makes my skin feel really hydrated. I love the mist. I'm very like picky about mists. Sometimes they're either too little or there's just nothing coming out. But this one I actually really, really like. I love Mario Badescu as a skincare brand, and I just feel like it really does the job. And you can use it, I mean, it says right on the bottle that you can use it to set makeup. Soothe your skin in dehydrating conditions, or give your skin a quick boost anytime, anywhere. And I feel like I could definitely take this in my purse. Like, I just don't, because I go to school and I don't really think about spraying my face on campus, you know, I just don't really think about that. But I do feel like I could use it throughout the day if I'm like going somewhere, like on a day trip or something. This would definitely be handy. And it's like travel size, and it's perfect, and I love it, and you should buy it. So, yeah. Another favorite this month that is, it's kind of an older product. Not old, but like, it's been around for a while. I mean, all these products have been around for a while, but this one especially. It is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Palette. I love this palette. I got it, my friends for Christmas got me an Ulta gift card, which was the perfect thing they could have ever gotten me ever, and I was so excited about it. I knew that I wanted to pick up this palette right away because I've been wanting it for so long, but it's like, you know, a little bit expensive, so like, can't really afford it on the daily. With that gift card, I could. And so I immediately picked it up, and I absolutely been loving it this month. In January, I will admit, I didn't like this palette right away, because whenever I get a new palette, I get that weird, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't, like, did that explain it? I feel like that was so confusing. I don't know, like, what makeup looks to use, because it's really exciting because I get to, like, experiment with it, but it's also kind of nerve-wracking because you don't have that, like, routine, or you don't, like, have an idea of what the shades will look like on your eyes, and so you have to, like, go through this period of, like, experimentation of, like, what makeup look am I gonna do today, you know what I mean? And so at first I didn't really like it as much because it wasn't as, it's pigmented, but it wasn't as pigmented as like other palettes I have, I guess. And I just didn't like quite like it right away. But this month I've kind of like adapted to it and kind of learned how to use it, and like I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it. And I mean, I love it. It smells amazing, you know, I would definitely recommend, but give it a chance. And I also feel like it was really difficult to use because I got it during winter, and I feel like this is definitely a more like summery palette, you know, it's got like, you know, summery shades. I mean, it's sweet peach and they're all like, you know, for summer. So I feel like during the summer this will definitely come in handy for like more natural looks, but it also, I found out ways to make it work for winter and soon coming spring. So, yeah, there's just so much you could do with it. These next two products are ones that I was very nervous about trying, but I've absolutely grown to love them. And it is the Love Beauty and Planet shampoo and conditioner, and I have them in the tea tree oil and the vetiver scent, I guess. Yeah. And it is a radical refresher, and it's for purification for tired hair and acts of love for our planet, which is what they say at the end of all of their shampoos. I've really wanted to try this brand because it just came to Target, and I am a Target, addict. Like, I go to Target literally all the time. And so I really, really wanted to try their shampoo and conditioner. My only problem is that I'm very, very picky about my shampoo and conditioner. I wash my hair every single day. Certain shampoos make my hair kind of oily because I have like dry hair where it becomes really staticky really easily, but then when I wake up in the morning, it's also really oily. And so it's so complicated to try to find the perfect shampoo for my hair, and my hair gets dirty throughout the day really easily. And it's maybe because I take a shower every single day, but I don't really care because I'm gonna shower every day anyway. And so I really struggle with shampoo, and I was really, really nervous to try this because everyone kept saying they love the shampoo but not the conditioner, and I was like, but I really wanted to try both of them to give them a good shot, and I absolutely love it. My hair feels clean throughout most of the day. It feels really, really soft, and I cannot get enough of this shampoo. I also feel like the fact that I got the tea tree oil one definitely helped. I look for shampoo with tea tree oil all the time. It's like my go-to. I love tea tree oil. And if you're one that like kind of is very picky about their hair, like it gets oily really easily, or you're nervous that like your hair will look dirty after you wash it, because I've had shampoos that literally after I'm done washing, I still feel like my hair is like dirty because it's just like I tried a Burt's Bees shampoo once. Yeah, wouldn't really go there. But I absolutely love this brand, and it's so good for the environment. I forgot what it does. Under Planet, so under like their Planet section, they have a carbon footprint that's very small. They pack this in recycled bottles. Their delicate scents are infused with natural and ethically sourced oils and extracts. And I just love it. I just love it. And it helps you save water because it's a fast rinsing conditioner, which some people said their conditioner was actually hard to rinse out. I don't find that at all. I find that it's actually pretty easy to rinse. So anyway, I love this brand and I think you should really give it a try at your local Target. Another thing, they also have like a million different like scents and like different types of shampoo for different types of hair. So you could always like find your like ideal type, even if you don't have hair that's like mine. These next 3 items are clothing items, which is a little different for my favorites, but I decided to put them in there because I've just been loving them. The first thing are these shoes. They're from Target, because as I said before, I'm a Target addict. And they're super lightweight. They were like $25, which I mean isn't awful, and it's a little pricey for Target, but it's fine. It's doable. They're super lightweight. I mean, like you can tell. They're super lightweight though. They're really they're not great for colder weather because they are very ventilated. So in like the spring and summer when it starts to get a lot warmer, it'll be really great. Right now when it's like, you know, 35. 35 is pretty warm for Wisconsin, but 35 with tennis shoes when it's very ventilated can be a little chilly. So for that part, not great, but like for walking around when it's summer and like your feet are like sweating, this is gonna be perfect. I love them. They're super comfortable. They're really great, and I love the color. They're like a mint green. I don't really know. They're like a mint green beige tan. They don't say on them, so I just love them though. So these next 2 items are from the Lauv and Jeremy Zucker concert that I went to February 16th, and I have the vlog, which will be at the end of this video. You can click on that if you want to go see that. But this first one is the Jeremy Zucker hat, and it says "I Don't Know Love" on it, and on the back it says "Motions," which is the name of his album that he came out with a while ago. I love Jeremy Zucker. Go check out his music. Love this hat. I've been wearing it all the time. Not today, obviously, but I have been wearing it all the time ever since the concert. I'm also just a really big dad hat fan. Like, I love wearing hats. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I have to get it because it's like Jeremy Zucker and it's like a hat. So like, yeah. 10 out of 10 I would recommend. You should definitely go check out his music. I will leave it in the description below. And the last one is this shirt from Lauv. It says Blue Girl on it. If you don't know who Lauv is, he sings I Like Me Better. He also sings The Other, which are his 2 most popular songs. But if you don't know who he is, or you've only listened to those 2 songs, highly recommend checking out his other stuff. He's just such an amazing artist, and I really love him. And I was so thankful that I actually got to go to that concert and be in like the front row. I mean, it was so incredible. And the reason it says Blue Girl is because his aesthetic is like blue. Like how do I explain this? Like, he calls himself like Blue Boy. He has like this blue kind of like, not sad aesthetic, but like a lot of his songs are a bit on the sadder, kind of slower side. So that's kind of why he has this whole like blue thing. But I love this shirt. It's so comfortable. I love long sleeves, and 10 out of 10 recommend again. Go check out his music. I'll leave it in the description below so you can go check it out. He has a new song out called Getting Over You, which is just freaking incredible, so I would definitely go check him out if you haven't already. So that's it for this week's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you want me to do monthly favorites, if I have a lot of favorites for that month, please let me know. I'd love to know your suggestions. Or as always, if you have any other video suggestions for me, I would love to know what you had in store for that. But I believe that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!